Episode 4?
2, 1, go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the That Slate podcast, episode 4 already. So 4 weeks worth of content.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're at week 4.
Week 4. So I'm your host, Romain.
And I'm Phil.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about social media. Social media has changed the way we market, we promote products, we do stuff, and especially in the creative field. And in today, we just want to talk about like how it has influenced our work and how we see it evolving in the future. So, First of all, do you think social medias are important for creatives?
Hard question. Why do we start with such a deep, hard question?
No foreplay. Straight to business. Straight to business.
That's a good question. Is it necessary? Is it a must? I think just in general, you don't get around it these days. It doesn't really matter what you do. You don't get around it. As much as I don't want to say this, but I really believe our society and our lives have been partly moved to this digital and on the web platform.
For better or worse.
It sounds so hard, and all these science fiction movies in the 70s and 80s and 90s predicted it, but we are there. So yeah, I think if you want to have if you don't want to miss this connection to some people, which you wouldn't have without social media, then it is a must.
Did you ever get, like, on what social media are you active these days?
What does active mean, man?
Do you post somewhere?
If we say like that, I'm not active anywhere, and that's the problem. No, I'm definitely active on Instagram the most. Yeah. Because especially for creatives, it used to be. I want to say used to be because I think there's a change now. Mm-hmm. But as of now, it is, I think, the biggest platform, especially for creatives that put out their visual work, because it is a very visual platform. And
based around like pictures.
Of course it has
initially,
transformed, but still is, now TikTok coming up for videos, it's definitely growing. But I think for images, Instagram is still like the biggest one. So yeah, that one, and then LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. I think it's kind of the future, especially for business-related things.
Oh, for sure.
So I want to be on there. I don't know really yet how I want to use it and what I want to put out, because I'm not a big fan of just having one post and just putting it on 4 different platforms, which completely work differently. But yeah, I think these two. Facebook is dead. I mean, only like groups in there, like groups to sell stuff around Burn. Yeah. And then what else? For gear. There's a lot of gear related technical, like for example, color grading DaVinci groups, which for sure specific problems coming up, they share them there, and that's really a cool community.
Yeah, I think Facebook for like the longest time was like, Facebook's lame, Facebook is dead, Facebook is for like boomers, and like I think it's mostly right, but as you said, like there are groups on there that are amazing because
and
you
really
can
close,
really niched group. Like I'm part of like a contact size group, and it's amazing because like they talk about lenses, like how to mount them, like which serial number you need to get. Like every time you have like a question that is really specific to like one really niched down product or like piece of equipment or whatnot.
The new platform for
it's like almost like the forums like back in the days. I mean, I'm really like, I don't know if you ever used forums, but like when I was like in high school and whatnot, like every time I had like camera questions or stuff like this, I would go to forums. And like Facebook, I think, has kind of like replaced that. But as like a social media and like how it was intended to function, I guess, like I think Facebook doesn't.
Also, one amazing group I use, I own a Zcam. Yeah. And there's this Zcam user group, which is amazing, and it's owned by
by the guy, by the CEO, no?
By the CEO of the company, and he personally, like, he comments and shares stuff on there, which is amazing. So you know exactly what's happening, and really, like, you can tell it's a community-based company, and it's working.
Yeah, I think it's a great like marketing strategy from like the brands, because like I'm on the Red Komodo users group as well, and like the dudes from Reds are there, and like we have like they do like special like promotional offers on the group only for the group members and whatnot, and I think it's great. And But like, just to circle back to like Instagram, because you said like, you were a lot on Instagram. Like on my end, I really feel like Instagram was great like a few years ago because you could share like visual stuff, and I think we're all into visual stuff if we're listening or if we're in
sound.
this podcast or sound. Shout out to all the sound engineers out there. But Instagram, I think, has like kind of died down because like the core, like the essence of Instagram, I think, has kind of gone away, and like they're trying to like be like TikTok a little bit.
It's been marketed now. It's just a marketing platform.
But I saw like recently now they're back to like the chronological feed. And this is a big thing because like as much as I like those platforms to like recommend content to me, Instagram is mostly like I follow people I kind of like know or like admire, like I want to follow their work and like I want to see like what I follow, not necessarily just like people doing dances and whatnot.
But honestly, I don't think that was the problem. That a lot of people hated it when it changed, and I did too, because I was like, oh, now I don't know what I'm watching, and I might miss some people's stuff. But I mean, it was the algorithm, and it was trying to feed you, like to give you the stuff that you like, that you watch anyway. So actually, you should have liked Instagram and its algorithm and its content better because it was more fitting to you. And now that they go back to the chronological one, you should actually. I mean, my theory is you're not gonna like it as much because you're gonna see more content that you actually don't watch or don't want to watch.
Yeah, but I think that now they have like you can either have like you can see the people you follow or the people you favorited. So you can have like a close friends list, and you can only see this. And I think this is pretty clutch because I think a lot of people are using Instagram for keeping up with their friends or stuff like this, like what Facebook initially was, I think. Sorry. And then I think like it's gonna help for sure. But
isn't it kind of clear that the same thing with Facebook is happening now? Like that's exactly how Facebook started. Instagram came up, like the young people started, and everybody was like, what do I need a platform just for videos and photos for? It's and then everybody moved. And I think it's the same thing happening now with TikTok. Yeah,
TikTok. Yeah, but the funny thing is that now everybody's trying to like sort of copy what TikTok did, and this is a pretty cool way to segue into the next topic I want to talk about. Is now everybody's doing like vertical shorts or like reels or I don't know, whatever. Like I think even Twitter has like their own
story.
Also
kind of way of
stories and reels, like short videos, vertical videos, and they're pushing that hardcore, and it works really well. And I think as a content creator, you should definitely be aware of those because like you can reach out to like a lot of people more than just like posting a video on YouTube or like posting 100%. A regular. But what's funny is that now that all those brands, all those platforms are like implementing these new features, it has also, I feel like, changed the way brands and companies are seeing and viewing videos. Because like if you look at 5 years ago, you would get like a project for a video. Be okay, we're gonna have like maybe like a Vimeo page, like a YouTube page, or we're gonna post it on Facebook or whatnot,
and put it on our website.
So 16:9, regular video, maybe like 60 seconds, like minute and a half, promotional video.
Right.
Now everything is like. Now people expect like filmmakers, people who are creating videos, content creators, to produce these videos specifically for. Shorts, reels. So now
this
get
comes
more.
First now.
Yeah, this comes first. Like people now want. Okay, we have like a campaign now. We want 3 10-second videos with that are shot vertically, and this is something you would have never heard or you would never been asked like prior, like the revolution of like reels and stories. And this is crazy. Like, do you often have like clients requesting like all the different formats for like you shoot like one corporate video, like one ad or whatnot, and then they're like, okay, so we have like 16:9 video, but now we need like 4:5, like 1:1, like 16:9, 9:16.
You have both. I mean, sometimes people come up with that, like in the beginning, they say, look, we want to do that, this, and that, and that's great because then you can shoot it that way, and with this in mind, you can frame it that way and everything, and but also I noticed that some people don't even think about that still. Some people don't even realize, because for them it's still like the classical way. It's 16:9. It's this white format and it's clear, and that's a video. Everything else is it's another format.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I suggest them, look, I can give you versions and or sometimes even we don't speak about it, and sometimes it comes up, and I send them as like, you know, because it's quick and it just, I think about it, that will help them. And I'll just render out, I'll just send them another version and for like a story, like a quick teaser or something for their stuff. And that's always like, they're so like, oh, it's perfect, it's already done for like, it's specifically for this, and
you don't have to like zoom in,
like,
and
wow, you can do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I noticed like both, and it makes them really happy mostly.
I think it's a nice opportunity for us as like creators as well to like kind of like upsell like what we do.
100%.
Because like back, like I keep saying back in the days, I'm not that old, but like
you are though.
Yeah, I'm really old. I have 25 kids. The back in the day it was like 16:9 Senate, and now this is the price for that video. But now you have the price for that video because chances are, unless it's like vertical only and like you rig your camera sideways and like shoot vertical, you're gonna have to like resize and everything. So you have like 16:9, but then you have like all these formats that you have to like redo, like 9:16, 1:1, 4:5, and this is like an added value, and like this is like another couple $100 that you can add to like the quote you're making them. And this is, you're not even like, it's not like overpricing, it's just like
100%.
You're delivering more. So
that just comes to my mind. Now that we like start doing more and more vertical stuff, do you think that's gonna change like cameras or even TVs? Like, what if soon we have like vertical TVs because everything is vertical?
Yeah, like
or maybe
I don't know, because like if you look at like the media consumption, I think like the numbers, like so many people are consuming media on their phones and tablets, and this is all vertical, but I still feel like going to the movie theater or like watching like your TV, like Netflix, whatever like you're on, but it's a different experience. I feel like now videos on your phone are like super fast paced, like 15-second, like super quick edit, like motion design everywhere, sound design. But then when you go to a movie theater or like you go to like
I want to repeat this in the video. That's gonna be like a lot of times.
Motion design everywhere, sound design.
That's gonna be the outro, maybe.
Yeah,
Sorry.
maybe.
Go ahead.
That's all right. Going to the movies or watching like a full movie on the TV is a completely different experience. I don't think it's gonna change drastically, but I've never done that, but like I've seen many people having to shoot campaigns vertical only, and they have to like rig up the camera sideways, and I think it's super cool. I think it looks really good. It looks much better than like cropping in, because you have like the full length and you have like a sort of like a distortion and everything. But I'm yet to do that. And that's pretty good.
I've had to do that.
You've done that?
I've had to do that.
How did you rig your camera? L bracket?
It was a smaller camera,
okay.
So I was able to just do it on the cage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It wasn't a big cinema camera, so it was easy. But yeah, there's brackets. There's L brackets that are made out of metal, and you can. Then
I really want to do that.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Yeah,
it's happening a lot. But what if there was a camera where you could just spin the sensor?
That's crazy.
Like there was a setting on the camera, and you just spin the sensor to vertical.
Yeah, to be fair, like I don't know if it's technically possible to do that. Most likely, I guess.
Be. I don't know what would be the restriction.
I don't know. Maybe no IBIS, whatever. But like that would be crazy. And I really see that kind of. We have no insider information and whatnot, so this is no like tech.
You need to say that.
This is we don't know shit about shit. But I guess like it would come. You know, like the ZV-1, the new Sony camera, like the really small one. It's made for vloggers.
Yeah.
I guess like one of these like cameras could have like a sensor. I don't know if it's sensor switch, like vertical mode.
100%.
That could be nice.
Because it's always that problem that you have a sensor like this.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
it's a really big sensor. It's like an Alexa 1005.
It's everything you wish for. Yeah. And then all you're using is this small square, and you're just trashing the rest.
Yeah.
And I think there's so many better ways, and I think in maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 years of time, we're going to look back and be like, that was a stupid way of doing that. Just using like a quarter of your whole thing that you could, like basically the quarter of your quality you could have.
Of the sensor,
Crazy.
That's why I love when like cameras have, like, we're going to stop talking about gear in like a minute, but this is what I love about when you can shoot up and gate and like cover the full sensor. It's just crazy cool. And especially if the sensor is 4x3. Ooh.
I bet your hard drive thinks that's cool too.
Yeah. But yeah, to like circle back to like social media, I really feel like social media, there are two things. Like people are using it like personal stuff, great. But I really feel like as like a professional in the industry, and like you want to reach out, you want people to see your stuff, I still feel like Instagram and, you know, as you said, LinkedIn are really important tools.
It's the new website.
They're new websites.
That's how I always call it the new website. Because a lot of people, it used to be like, oh, okay, I heard of Romain. Who's it? I'm going to Google him.
Yeah.
Now, 50% or more, it's going to be...
What's your Instagram handle?
I'm going to check him out on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's going to check your work there. And of course, I noticed that Instagram is a lot more, it's a lot less, how do you say, ordered, not ordered, in order. It's a lot messier. You know, you have posts and of course on the website it's clear. Like you have the menu and you choose what you want to see. You want to see the work. You know, want to see the info about the person. And on Instagram, it's not really. It's just everything mixed. And a lot of times, if you don't do it well, people misunderstand what you do. I see that a lot because it's so messy, and they just look at the overall view, and they might look at 2 posts, and they could be just misleading already. Yeah, I really look at Instagram as like some sort of like a landing page where people go, and like if they're interested, they'll like go to your website or like an overall view. On the thing,
and that's why I don't know, like. You need, I think when you get into Instagram, you need, like when you go on the page, you need to have like an overall understanding of what, I don't know, mood the person is working in, or like what kind of work they're doing. But I don't think...
Yeah, mood is a good word.
Yeah, mood is a good word.
Mood of the
it's like a mood board of like your work essentially.
100%.
But I don't have any projects I've made in my Instagram page. It's just like pictures, just to like show like a little bit of, I guess, like the cinematography, like the mood I like to work in. And then if people want to go, like they'll go on my website.
Why do you not put the project on there?
I don't think it's fitting. I think like because nobody's gonna look at that. But what I like to do on Instagram is have like behind the scenes stuff. And I've actually had a lot of people like contacting me like, oh, I've seen like you're doing a lot of filming, but they had just they saw like pictures of me with like cameras and like me shooting stuff, and they're like, oh, what do you do? Like, can we see stuff? And then you have the first point of contact. You send them to your website,
so they have
and
to
then
come to you, or they have to do more effort to see the actual work. Yeah.
Or if you have your reel, you can maybe have your reel on like your Instagram, but like you don't have like full length project. I mean, that's what I do, but like.
But don't you think? Because my opinion is today, like our impressions are made so quickly. Like you go on a like I know it for myself. Yeah. You go on somebody's site, you scroll through quickly, you have the first impression, 2 seconds. Yeah. You already know if you like this the content. Let's say for creators, you like the content they produce or no. You make this decision in 2 seconds. Yeah. And most of the time, this even decides if you're gonna click on even one post or not. And if that doesn't fit, then you're like this person might already go on. Yeah, exactly. And this is also why I'm not posting full length stuff, because like first of all, I don't want to crop my videos in like 9:16 or like square, but also, as you said, like people go on your Instagram page in like a couple of seconds. They'll know if they like what you do, or like if they don't. And if they don't, like, good for them. Like, go find another DP. I just think people are lazy. Yeah, people are mad lazy. If they don't see your work on there, then they might even, maybe he's not the right person because everybody else does it. Yeah, I think the most important thing for, let's say, cinematographers or like filmmakers or editors is to have like a good reel. Because like nobody, like from the agency perspective, like nobody's gonna your project. Nobody gives a fuck about the full length project. They want to know like the mood you're in. They want to know like what you can 100%. Achieve, and then that's it. So having a good reel, and you can have a reel on your Instagram page if you want, but chances are it's gonna be buried down. Yeah. Because like you have like 9 squares on the. But first like you page. Said, that's more to make the overall impression. Mood board. And then the reel will be the next step from the Instagram page to the website, and the first thing you see is the reel, and then maybe after that, people will see whole projects to see like how they. Have you ever got like jobs through Instagram? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. More than like emails. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Emails are dead. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've gotten some email jobs, but it's hard to say, but I think I got more through Instagram than through my website. Yeah. I think the website these days, it's just. It sounds stupid, but I think these days it's just to show that you're legit. Yeah. That you're not just on Instagram. Of course, everybody can do a website, and they look they look fine. But I think for some people, it's like for the older generation, it's kind of the check mark. Okay, he's legit. Okay, he's a serious person.
Yeah, and I think it's in terms of SEO, like search engine optimization, like if like they type like filmmaker burn on Google, like if you have a website, you're gonna pop up. If you have like a Instagram page, chances are you're not gonna pop up. So but I'm not surprised like most of your jobs like come through Instagram instead of like a website.
How's it with you?
It's different because I have an agency. So I have my personal website, I have the agency website, and I have like my Instagram page and the company's Instagram page. So I have like different like ways for people to like reach out. But I would say,
what's the channel you get the most?
I would say most people would come through Instagram, seeing that I do videos and stuff. They're interested, and they either reach out or like go to like the company's page and reach out.
Right.
So it's somewhat similar. Like Instagram is good. But I also found that there are other platforms that people actually use, but they're more for networking. For instance, Twitter and like YouTube. I think it's better if like you want to connect with other creators, like Twitter especially, in the YouTube space as well. It's much easier to talk. That Instagram is like nobody is looking really at their messages on Instagram or stuff like this. So like there are some platforms that are better suited than others. But
100%.
Yeah, like how do you see this evolve? Like, because like now we talked about like how social media has influenced like the creators, and how it has influenced like the way we edit, we do sound design, we do graphic design, we do everything.
Basically, yeah.
How do you think it has influenced you as a creator? Because you're like, chances are like cinematographers like back in the 70s or 80s, even 90s, they didn't have like as much exposure to other visuals and other styles.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that, do you find yourself comparing yourself to like other people, or
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I think I wouldn't have a chance to be where I'm at now, because that just, like you said, it gives you exposure. It gives you people watching your stuff that before. Yeah. Where would I show my stuff if I didn't have that?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of places you would show that.
Yeah. Nowhere.
And and of course, then the other side, where would you watch stuff? It's so easy to find stuff that you like, and even the algorithm even gives you stuff. You don't even need to look these days. So you couldn't just sit on your couch, scroll long enough, and like long enough, and the stuff will pop up. I mean, my discovery page, it's insane. It's all the stuff that I watch. It's nothing.
But do you think in terms of like creativity and like what you do, like the way you light shit, or like the way you you move the camera, do you think it's heavily influenced by like all these images that you see all the time, or do you like mix everything together?
I think that's all art is. I think all art is soaking up what you see, and the art, and not just art, but nature and people and connections, and just reinterpreting them. Yeah.
That was a deep quote.
Yeah,
that was a deep quote.
No, but it really that's all it is. So the more we take up, and the more we look at, the more we put out. If it's better or not, that's the other question. And I think that's what you're trying to ask me, how it has influenced me. And I think, first of all, of course, the comparing thing. Of course, you're comparing to people, and most of the time you're comparing to the best ones, because the stuff you like, you want to do. So you're comparing to somebody that is like, first of all, like has maybe like 4 times the experience than you have. And is at a completely different place, and has other budgets and other connections and other possibilities that you don't even know about. So of course that comparison is always there, and then I think the other point is you look at a lot of the same stuff. I think that's where you're kind of trying to lead, because the algorithm, it gives you all the stuff that you like, and the more you like that, so you're in this bubble of just moody in the L shot things,
Black Promise
that
everything.
has haze in it, and it kind of it's kind of colorful and has that that blue look.
This is where I was trying to get, because like I feel like social media, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, whatever, they all come and go with like their own trends. And as you said, like probably like 3 years ago, like everything on Instagram was hella moody. like everything was brownish, dark, and then now we're going more into like a
contrast,
film look, like flatter, but like super vibrant colors and everything. And I mean, that's okay. It's just like it's hard. I think it's harder when you're exposed to that many images to like be like, okay, so this is what people do, but I'm also allowed to do other stuff. And it also influences, I think, the perception of clients, because clients are like us. They're going to be exposed to the same type of shit 100%. Like everybody's exposed to. And then doing something different is going to be harder to like sell for you. So
100%.
Yeah, this is, I think, one of the good and bad thing.
Yeah, it's both. It's definitely both.
Yeah.
It gives you chances that you wouldn't have otherwise, and it also gives you headaches that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think like the last point I want to get across is that for connections, just like reaching out to people and like even doing this podcast, if it wasn't for Instagram, this would not be like made.
We wouldn't be connected, for example.
We wouldn't be connected. And I think I'm gonna try to like use like those social medias like more as like a way to connect to like like-minded individuals and like people that can like I work with or collaborate with or like just shit with. Whereas like I used to be like more, I need to put my best work out there for people to like be just for the likes, we get that Insta clout. But like, you know, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to like more like the realness and like social part of social media.
And I think that's what I like about TikTok, because I've talked a lot about TikTok with you know, people around me, and that's really the thing about TikTok. It's so real. It's not anymore about just showing the perfect side of yourself like Instagram. Instagram is that self-centered, just the best side of you, and I think TikTok is the other way around. It's realness.
It's rough.
Nothing has to be nothing has to be perfect, and I like that. So I think
I really like that.
TikTok is gonna be a big thing,
and
especially for creators.
And I wonder if this is gonna like translate to like more professional stuff. Like people want to have more candid, less perfect looks, just because it's more natural. And
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
So let's wrap this up.
To see what's gonna
Sorry.
happen. No,
okay,
good. No,
I was too excited.
I'm just excited.
I'm very excited. That was a really good conversation. Thank you so much for listening. That was episode 4 of the That Slate podcast. Follow us on Spotify. We don't have Twitter, but if you want to follow on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, maybe Twitter. Who knows?
Soon, maybe
TikTok. Maybe I'll dance. Phil, you dance?
Of course.
Okay,
for TikTok, I'll do it.
All right, guys. So subscribe. See you later. See you next week. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.